Now, we have a special guest here, our friend Kevin from On-Site Security.
Yes, sir.
And now you guys, well, you start. Tell me what you guys do.
Sure. Yeah, we've done the officer patrol program in downtown Visalia on Main Street for years now.
Been
Helped
a big
develop
success.
that program. Yeah, very big. Helps with the merchants and help people feel safe while they're downtown. And so we started to look at some of the needs in the community and thought that this would be a great program to roll out into neighborhoods. And we've developed a program where we've got some specially trained officers, not your typical security guard.
When you say in a neighborhood, you mean a neighborhood could hire their own security guide?
Exactly. Yeah, we set up a network within that neighborhood, and for $79.99 a month, less than cable, neighbors kind of sign up to it. We use some social media platforms and kind of connect all the neighbors through that, and then put an officer on patrol in that neighborhood. So
Now, are they in a car, on a bike, on foot?
they're on bike. We like the bike patrol aspect of it. Keeps them a little more in touch with the community. It's quiet. It's not dangerous rushing through the neighborhood. Plus, you can get around in the neighborhood, as we found downtown, very stealth-like and very quickly in a short period of time.
I guess a visual deterrence would be the key.
You bet. I mean, we've seen a lot of that in our downtown program. And the increase in vagrancy, you know, and we've also looked at some of the early release programs that's pushing a lot of the state prisoners into counties and then early release
Back into the
programs.
city streets.
Exactly. So we've got people walking neighborhoods, casing neighborhoods. There's obviously some drug issues that drive quick money, stealing things out of garages, packages off porches we're seeing. And this allows, you know, frankly, they see that. It's kind of like the barking dog theory. They just go somewhere else.
Right, you're a bad guy and you're driving around looking for an open garage door or something. You're not going to go to the neighborhood that has a patrolman in it. You're going to go to the next one, the one without.
Exactly. And people, you know, the bad guys learn that very quickly. You know, they use social media to find out where people are at. They do a lot of things to track people. And so we've got some other social media platforms that we work with. We have a GPS locating app, so once you sign up to the program, kids walking home from school, somebody giving them trouble or a fear of abduction, bullying, they just GPS the officer, and the officer can be there in most instances within 2 to 10 minutes, kind of help de-escalate the problem. They don't carry guns, they carry tasers. They have GoPro cameras on them. They have vests on, and as I mentioned, they've got some kind of special skills in de-escalation, as well as some Gracie survival tactics, some jiu-jitsu-based apprehension skills. That we were real proud of, that we're able to get involved in that with the Gracie Academy.
And what do you call the program?
It's On-Site Violence Prevention. It's a division of On-Site Security. Company's been in business for close to 25 years. Owner and president Dwayne Rodriguez and myself kind of sat down and started to look at some of these community issues and thought, you know, this program would work very well in the community and neighborhoods. And
so where do you plan on launching it? In Tulare County or Fresno County or whoever steps up first?
You know, a lot of the releases are happening heavily in this 99 corridor from Stanislaus, Sacramento, Fresno, Kern, and Tulare County. Our home is Visalia area. And so we're rolling it out in that area, but we'll do it all the way from Bakersfield clear up to Sacramento off this 99 corridor. So yeah, Fresno, Visalia, Hanford, Tulare, we're getting requests from all those areas as well.
Now, is it the municipality contacting you or individual citizens from a neighborhood?
Right, individual citizens contact us from a neighborhood. We get a few that are interested in a particular area, and then we'll start a little campaign to kind of get the other neighbors aware of that. We encourage the nextdoor.com. A lot of neighbors are jumping on that platform, and a lot of law enforcement is in support of that. Kind of helps connect the neighbors to the social media platform where they can communicate with one another. And then we send information out through that, tell them about us, and then we make contact with them, get them signed up, and roll out a program into their neighborhood.
Well, this whole process could pull a neighborhood together. A neighbor's going to have to come together and agree. I mean, it can't just be one neighbor that wants it, right?
Exactly. And you know, the way we're headed with our phones and social media, a lot of folks aren't willing to sit down and talk with one another, but they'll text, they'll email, they'll get on community boards, and we're really trying to capitalize on that. And as I said, the officers have a special app that kind of links a lot of that information into them, so they get real-time information. They can respond to different things happening.
So what's the first step? A neighbor would call you and...
Exactly. They can call me or
email me. Do we have your
me.
number up there? Here, the phone number's on the screen. Go ahead and tell everybody.
Yeah, it's 559-636-0735. Yeah, they contact us. I'll make a call out to them personally, talk to them about their area. We'll kind of pull up their Google Maps, look at the network in which would be fit the footprint of their particular neighborhood. And then we start kind of like a little campaign of communicating with the neighbors through some direct mail, some social media.
Say, we're coming to your town.
Right.
New sheriff in town.
Exactly, and see who wants to get involved. Sometimes we'll set up one shift in there if we get 40 or 50 neighbors interested in it, and then as we get one shift in there and they see somebody circulating in your neighborhood, you're going to like, who's that? Who is that? What's that about? We give them, the officer has information, hands off to them. They continue and they sign up, and it just kind of snowballs from there.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize the police officers, are racing from hot call to hot call to hot call, trying to answer burglary calls and stuff like that, and it's really a strain on our community. This could release a lot of the pressure that's on the police department right now.
Yes, and we're in no means in lieu of the police department. But they do, like you say, there's so much strain on the budget cuts, the reductions in the force that's out there, and they've got a ton more things to deal with. And we deal with, I hate to call them nuisance calls, but a lot of times we can help prevent things before they escalate, be it a domestic violence issue, be it a concern of bullying, a kid walking home from school and such, or you got a new service person coming out to do some work on the home. You don't know this person. The wife's at home. Maybe you want somebody there when that person arrives.
Just nearby.
Exactly, and then we can be there to assist with those types of things.
Now, will you have to call the police sometimes?
Yes, we do
you guys
that.
in downtown Visalia, for example?
We do that. We work real close with the police department there, and there's an officer in that area that we work real close with. And if we have to cuff somebody, make what's called a citizen's arrest, we have to contact the police department, and they take over at that point from there. So. The goal is to prevent it. That's what the on-site violence prevention is all about. And we think with having these folks in these neighborhoods is going to help deter a lot of things from even happening.
Yeah, and that's the idea. I mean, we're not out to arrest everybody. We're just want the crime to stop,
Exactly. And protect your family.
Yeah, or at least move out of our neighborhood, if you know what I mean. So.
Right.
So when do you think you have your first patrols launched?
We've got some requests right now, and we're starting to roll those out and into some certain areas in Visalia. So we're hoping to get more folks interested in it and continue to roll them out throughout Central Valley.
Now, these patrol officers, they go through your training program?
Yes, our officers, and why they're a little bit different, the majority of them are either students, graduates, returning veterans, and they're looking to get into law enforcement, into corrections, or be deployed through the military. And so they got a little bit different mindset. I did a lot of work with the Pathway program in the high schools in years past, and this is kind of a second stage to that to give them some extra skills. So we get those folks into there. They're already educated in that area, and then we add these additional skills to them and kind of give them a head start into their career, get them out there in the community and start to build some community involvement skills as well as some self-defense skills.
You're creating jobs.
Exactly. That's the goal. Yeah.
They're signaling we're almost out of time. By the way, there goes a raw Fresno truck. That's Naomi driving by our studios. She has a truck, raw Fresno. She's out every day at a farmer's market or something like that. Watch for her and tell her you saw her drive by on Central Valley Talk. We're about out of time. Any last thoughts you want to add?
No. We do this in neighborhoods. We also can do it in workplaces, churches, in neighborhoods. If they want to assist in putting our information in their bulletin, they get the service for free if we set up a network within a 1 mile radius of them. So we're really wanting to reach out, help the community, and help reduce some of the crime issues.
Very good. Kevin Rowland with
sir.
On-Site Security. Check him out here at Central Valley Talk or give him a call. We'll be back with more right after this.